Yo, why are we so... Oh, no, we're not. Is everyone... Yeah, good?
Yeah, we're sweet.
So we've not got long left.
Shit.
You are listening to the Educated Podcast.
Welcome to the Educated Apes podcast. You used to just wait for me now.
Listen to the
No,
Educated
I was
Apes
actually going to
podcast.
jump in then, but you premature spunked all over the mic.
Premature.
I
Premature
was
intro spunked all
I was
over
actually
the
going
mic.
to do a
Intro
Peaky
spat.
Blinders impression.
Give us your
Introduce
Peaky
it.
Blinders impression.
Welcome to the Educated Apes podcast.
Honestly, Tommy Shelby
From Dudley.
here at the Garrison HQ of the Educated Apes podcast.
Oh, he just slipped out at the end.
Just ran off.
Just ran off.
I've never said podcast in a
Podcast. So you got to keep it in character the entire time.
I can't fucking do accents for shit. So you used to just like... used to rule the roost on that one.
Accents, would you reel them off?
What were you saying about... Oh, yeah, King of the North.
King of the North. Welcome to the Educated Apes podcast. You bastards.
You sound like Peter Kay.
Oh,
You bloody bastards.
bastards, I'll have your head.
Peter Kay. It's a shame he had to, finger his... What you call it, but...
Have you found out why?
I think it's family related.
I'm not massively a fan of him anyway.
Whoa!
Oh,
How dare you!
he actually...
How bloody dare you?
He actually is king in the north.
It is bad though that he did an arena tour for 52 days in a row or something and sold out all of them or whatever it was.
That's some cheddar.
Yeah, he's got some definite demand, hasn't he?
Stinks of cheese.
I think he is funny, but I just
No, you've just shot fire.
wait there.
Shots fired, my friend.
You've just sent for Peter Kay.
Yeah.
Sending for PK.
Sending for
No, what
Peter
it
Kay.
is-
Stop saying sending on the podcast.
You started this.
Stop saying send.
You
Stop
st-
making send happen.
It's not gonna happen. You started it.
Honestly,
I'm trying to help.
Yeah, well, go on.
Sending.
I know
Send for him. Go
he's
on.
not unfunny. He's just
That's basically what you just said.
no. I just don't really like him. I can see why people like him, but he's very Daily Mail, isn't he?
What?
Do you know what I mean?
Please
Mate, he was the
explain that.
original. Did you never sit there when you were a kid
Yeah,
and watch like Phoenix Nights and Max and
yeah,
Paddy?
it was
and
funny, but like I don't think I find his humour as funny anymore. That's all.
It's not. It's as it stood the test of time.
Oh, so you mean you've grown up?
A little bit. Like I don't like someone just shouting garlic bread.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stoke the fire quickly.
And
But no, at the time that was revolutionary.
I don't
You
think
can't.
it was revolutionary.
It was.
It was
People
funny.
in the comedy
he said,
world.
He said on Jonathan
when he
Ross,
did
people still shout at him, like whenever they say
yeah,
garlic bread.
Yeah, he connects with like that ilk of people. Like my old man's sorry, is like target audience.
Readers of the
Yeah.
Mirror.
No, stop trying to classify him as the mirror, like he's some
The
sort
sun
of
is definitely the sun. The
political
sun readers
political
like Peter Kay.
tool in your agenda.
No, but that's the same sort of people.
He's a
read,
shill.
read the mirror.
Peter Kay's
read
now
the mirror.
a mirror shill, according to Tom Batchelor on the Educated Apes podcast. I don't
He's
want
a
to be
tab-
involved in this, mate.
All along, Peter Kay was a tabloid shill. And
A tabloid shill.
Batch has just enlightened us to the facts. Fuck Peter Kay.
Although in fairness to the man, I still
No, you can't come back
wait
from
there, wait, I
this.
can't watch me.
Peter Kay Batch hates you.
I still
He's an avid listener.
I still claim that people like knobheads interfere with dogs. After that episode of what was the show?
Knobheads interfere with dogs.
You know, if someone's a knobhead, it's like, oh, he interferes with dogs. What's the fucking? What was it on? It was the one where he was the bingo caller.
Oh, I can't remember.
Do you remember? It wasn't Phoenix Nights. It was another show, and he was a different character.
Phoenix Nights, Max and Paddy. And then he had the one where he played a woman.
Yeah, the carpool karaoke one.
Yeah, but there was one where he did like different characters in the show.
Yeah,
There was one where he was an ice cream man.
Yeah, and one of them was that woman. I can't. No, oh, that Peter Kay thing.
That Peter Kay
That's the
thing,
one,
right?
yeah.
But that, I remember that, and there was one of them where he played a guy that was in a bingo hall, and nobody liked the bingo caller because the bingo caller thought he was like prime time. Do you know what I mean? Thought he was big time because he was calling bingo.
I like how the only person. Sorry, just to interrupt. Your mum's the only person that's watching us live. Carry on.
Yo, mum.
My granddad used to be a
What's
bingo
that?
caller. Well, he was a bingo caller before he passed away, unfortunately. That wasn't his main occupation,
What's
but he
his-
did do it as like a thing. And I used to look up to him like, my God, he's amazing.
It's
So I'm like 5 years old.
No, it's like
obviously
the way we
not
still
like
do
20
it.
years old, but
We still do it with Bob from the pub quiz. Bob is
yeah.
like a local
Yeah,
legend.
yeah.
He does all the pub quizzes around crew.
I was talking to someone rang, right, Bricky, you know Bricky.
Yeah.
It's our friend
I
who's
thought
in
he was, like,
Vietnam
gone
at the moment. He's away traveling with his girlfriend, I think.
You don't know, man. You're not there, man.
And he's
There's violence over there, man.
he rang me up and was like, when we were kids, there's this guy that did the karaoke called Moby, and
Yeah, I remember Moby.
he rang me up and was like,
Moby's not in Vietnam.
no, he was like, who was the guy that used to do the karaoke? Because obviously he must be in like either a room full of people, or he must be trying to convince his missus of like that this guy existed.
Yeah.
And then he was like, what was his what you call it? When you rang him, what was his answer phone? I told him his answer phone, and it was like, hello, you've reached Moby Karaoke Service / Moby Painting and Decorating / Moby Gardening Services. Please leave your name and number and I'll get back to you. Like, he had like 5 hustles on the go or
What the
something
fuck?
crazy. But he was idolised for being the karaoke guy from when we were kids.
Jack of all trades.
I got one of them calls
master of
about my
most.
old man once from a friend on holiday.
From
So-
your old man?
No, about my old man. So you know, my old man could drink a pint in like a second because if you seen him do it,
Did you just,
I've heard. I haven't seen it.
Did
he
you
could
just open
he
his
could
gullet?
open his gullet and just pour a pint down his neck. So as quick as it'll pour, it'll go down, right?
Hasn't that Hayden's just got a fucking
So-
switch on?
A friend,
He
yeah,
open his gun. Sending.
Send for
Sending for
Hayden.
people, bro.
so
Just covering my eyes.
a friend of ours, friend, you'll know, Darby, he rang me once from Turkey, and he had a group of people on speakerphone, and he goes, "Batch, nobody believes me. Just tell these people without any prompting, how quick can your dad do a pint?" I said, and I was like, "A second, why?" And he's like, and then all these people went, "Bullshit, bullshit," in the background. He's like,
See you later.
told you, yeah, see you later. It's costing me a lot of money, this.
Without any prompting. That bit just made me giggle for some reason.
Yeah, them are the best ones, especially when you pull them off and you call a friend up and you're like, "What is blah blah?" and they also hit it straight away. Do you know what I mean?
Never happens for me. That they
The
always
best
go,
ones are
what you on about?
The best ones are the like telepathic ones. Like I remember we were sat in a bar in Amsterdam, and just me and one lad, and we were at
Sounding like an experience
Yeah,
you want
why
to discuss
why
with
aren't you
us.
naming the lad?
no, Square.
Who
but
was this
the
young
Square,
European boy?
So me and Square are sat there.
Me and Paolo spent
And
a summer in Europe.
we spent far
me,
too
me and Sven were sharing a glass of wine.
we spent far too much money on this night out because we were young and stupid, and we were having bottles of vodka on the table.
Yeah.
So all these like Dutch girls come over talking to us, right? Because we had a VIP booth on our own.
Oh yeah, spatch.
And then yeah, and Square
With the
and
gold diggers.
one of the yeah.
I love gold. I had to do it.
this guy,
The look of it, the taste of it, the smell of it, the texture.
smoking a pancake, cigarette and a waffle.
Can I paint his you gold?
I love gold.
I lost this unfortunate smelting accident.
Yeah, right.
Carry
so
on.
these Dutch birds.
So these Dutch girls have come over to us because they think we're important, and we were sat at opposite ends of this table with these girls in the middle, and I was lying at like you do.
Oh, were
Try-
you?
Trying
That's
to
not
impress
like you.
women, right? So I said I was a property developer, and we were over there.
How old were you?
We were like 21, right? And we were over there because we wanted to buy a nightclub, right? And Square, this girl's like, "No, you're not." And then she's like, I said, "Ask him." We hadn't set this up. There'd never been a conversation about what lie we were going to tell. And she turned around to him and went, "What you do?" And he goes, "Property developers. We're trying to buy a nightclub." And I swear to God, it was like telepathic. And
Oh,
it's either it's telepathic or we're both that big of knobheads.
I did some shit. I don't think I ever told anything as elaborate as that.
I've told girls I was a rugby player.
Oh
You
god.
can't run upstairs without getting out of breath.
No, because people claim that they're footballers, and I never was built big enough. Small enough.
Professional footballer.
Yeah, so like I look like what are you, the fucking reserve goalie or something? So I was like, yeah, play rugby professionally, and they'll believe that because nobody knows anyone famous in rugby.
I don't
No,
think
if you're
I've
not
ever.
Joe- no.
I don't think I've never done that on a night out.
What
like,
lied about
like
what you
that,
did?
no.
I've lied about everything just to fucking.
I've lied, but I've never.
Well, you could.
I've lied about my name.
Doesn't matter though, because
That's
you could
been
just have a Bentley pick you up or an helicopter, so your bullshit can work anyway.
Father, she's got her coat. Send for the helicopter.
Send Jeeves in the helicopter. She's picked up a coat.
There's no helipad on top in the catch. I don't give a fuck. Land it on the roof.
Pick us up on a rope, Jeeves.
In another fucking nutshell, I've had a story of you fucking being spotted climbing the catcher's fence, so you're not obviously you're not getting dropped in by
That was a
helicopters.
while- yeah.
You said he was
know
off.
why.
No, that's because he parachuted out and missed.
Landed the wrong side of the fence.
Flat out on the
Just
fence.
jumped.
Dad, Jeeves fucked up.
The drop zone was all wrong, Father.
Back to the whiteboard.
Oh,
If I'm going to make an entrance, it's not going to be like that again.
Tell Jeeves to take into account the wind direction.
Father, I have splinters in my crotch.
So
What
yeah,
did we start talking
Sochi
about,
Olympics. That's what we were talking about. Or Sochi.
Sochi Olympics.
How can someone
Bunch of roided up freak.
get fucked up for steads? Yeah, on curling. Right. I think this has been discussed around the world, but
It's not the sport that you need steroids for, is it?
no, that's.
Have you heard his excuses?
No.
He thinks he says that his teammate who didn't make the Olympics
Spiked him.
Spiked him.
Yes, spiteful
Because
bastard.
he spiked him. It's something that supposedly is very widely used in tennis for recovery.
Oh Christ! What, from all the sweeping?
Yeah. No, he's not even the
Jesus
sweeper.
Christ, they're
He's
gonna
not
have
even.
house
He's
paint
not even
on
the
it.
sweeper.
He's the pusher.
He's the.
Yeah,
He's that guy. Whoa.
I love the concentration in their faces. It's
know-
like as
Do you know these Olympics?
right.
Do you ever get clued in on them? Like you think, I'm not going to watch the Winter Olympics. I couldn't give a fuck about any of the sports. Then it's on one day and you've got nothing to do. Before you know it, you're fucking an hour and a half deep in skiing and shooting, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think
I haven't watched any of the Winter Olympics.
everyone does that as well when they fuck up. And you haven't watched any of it.
No, I've
you
just
come
seen
in
these-
saying I want to
I've
talk
been
about.
looking.
You haven't
No,
even
I've
watched
been,
any
no,
of
I've been
it.
looking. I looked through all the headlines and stuff like that to see what, just to see if anything interesting at all has happened.
Guy
And
broke his neck.
There's
I broke his neck.
Yeah, it's on the snowboard trick ramp thing.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I've seen that.
Jesus.
I imagine that happens a lot though.
No, it's the worst injury they've had, I think.
Yeah, but that's just at the Olympics.
Yeah,
What? Guy breaks neck. Wow.
we don't need
I
to
reckon
see it. It's pretty
people.
rough.
I reckon people have gone off cliffs.
It's
and all
rough.
kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I want to see this.
Rough.
Do you know like seeing like wrecked videos and stuff like that?
I don't mind them where I know that someone
Wasted.
isn't dead.
Oh, we can make a wasted video.
Well, he's not
out of
dead,
it.
is he?
Can we make
No,
a,
but he's probably ruined his whole life. Like I don't. You know when you see him fall and they just
Marcus Schnerer.
yeah. You know when they see him fall and you know
Marcus Schara.
it just stung a bit, but they're all right.
Stung.
I find them funny, but when I know someone's dead,
You know when they just fall over and graze their knee. Find them. They're enjoyable.
That's the only injury that curlers ever sustained.
Is this guy?
Friction burns on the knee.
Which guy is it? There's about 3 of them midair. What's this? Like,
well, it's obviously this guy that's been pictured on his own at the end.
oh, here we go. Dun 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 dun. This is gonna be a fucking advert. Yeah. We'll wait a minute. A minuton, people.
What?
No, you don't have to talk
I
about
know,
the
just
No,
advert.
I
seemed
know,
really
but-
like he was making some industrial dildo. Or whatever. I hope, fingers crossed.
I think they need
Send
to
me a link.
like
pal.
these sort of adverts. They have to grasp you, don't they, within like the first couple of minutes, or else you.
Yeah, well, no, if they're on Facebook, it's got to be the first couple of seconds.
I know. You have that little skip button that everyone hovers over, waiting.
Waiting in
Wait for
5, 4, 3.
Here we go, peeps.
And you've got those cheeky
Here we
30-second
go.
long ones that you can't
Oh.
skip.
Pyongyang Chang. What?
Oh
Okay.
no, it's not the one. What the fuck?
This-
Where's the neck breaking? This is
Can they even show that?
bullshit.
Did it even happen, Batch? Are you full of shit?
100%.
This is bullshit.
There,
What?
Marcus Snow.
Yeah, that's what I was just on, wasn't it?
Oh, it's the
All
mirror.
right,
the
well, there's
mirror.
one below
the Sun,
it.
they're all
There's
clickbait
one below
videos.
it.
You've literally got Daily Mail, Mirror,
This one.
Sun,
All
and
right,
Stuff.co.
Surf.co, wasn't it?
Fuck, what going on this? Right,
No, Stuff.
let's go on YouTube. Let's carry on talking.
On the
Yes.
YouTube.
On the YouTube.
So how did he break his neck? Obviously he was on a snowboard, but like,
He fell.
Landed on his head.
what, off a jump, or was just
It
like?
was on the half pipe, I think, or off a jump.
Right. Snowboarder. Neck break. See, like this is an audio, thing
Just
for
put
people.
Olympic.
And we're just sitting here.
Just
Users just sat there like
monging at the screen.
letters are
We
popping
want to
up.
see him break his neck. He's typing.
Oh, the little man's typing.
Running commentary.
the little man. Is this the guy? Oh, so does he go head down like back of his head? Fuck, pain. More adverts.
Fuck you, Range Rover.
Yes, Range Rover are bringing out electric cars. I can't wait for there just to be electric cars.
I can't wait
everywhere.
till there's electric
How
cars
the
that
hell
are powered
can
by
you power
solar
a
power.
Range Rover with a battery?
Like you could, right.
Just they've had a word of Elon.
My phone was on 100% like 3 hours ago.
It's a massive thing, isn't it? Like what do you call it?
Conspiracy.
Yeah. There's not actually a video of it. It's just people zooming
It's
in
not
on the
actually
photos.
battery powered. It's
This
just a
is
really quiet
ridiculous.
diesel engine.
Yeah, and then you pretend charge it.
Yeah. Why has it still got an exhaust? Oh, it's just for show, bro. Everyone likes an exhaust.
Well, no, I don't think they.
Fat exhaust thing on it.
This looks more video-ish.
When all cars are electric, will you have all these knobheads in Saxos still, souping electric cars up?
I don't know. I don't know if we'll move past that as a.
And does the Saxo even exist anymore?
I don't think people can show it. Can people just not show it? This is what we're. Oh, there we go. Thank God for somebody.
Someone on the internet.
Trendy's our
Let's move
saviour.
that. Here we go. Here we go, team.
Watch it be one of those porn gifts now.
And all he did was land on his back. It wasn't even that.
No, doesn't this guy behind him hit
Cut-
him?
No, he's nowhere near.
No.
Yeah, but look how his helmet flew off.
That was his goggles.
Oh.
Right, cut back to 5 minutes before when Batch goes, oh, I don't think they'll show it, it's pretty brutal. That was the most kosher video.
Well, because on the video
I
I
could
saw...
have faked
Wait
a
a
better
minute,
video.
wait there, on the video I saw it...
Skidded back.
Wait, on the video I saw,
Yeah.
it showed him afterwards in the fucking stretcher and he looked proper monged out. Like,
Yeah,
it
he just
looked
got a big
horrible.
whack on the head.
Yeah, he's gonna be monged
Just
out.
looked horrible.
Yeah, but it's not.
You've had concussions before.
Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah, everyone's had a concussion.
Yeah, like everyone. I don't think. I think everybody's had a concussion.
I've never had a full-on concussion. when
I
had to get
fell off a
checked out.
skateboard once.
You never skateboarded.
No, I didn't. That's why I
Never.
fell off it.
Right. What were you doing?
So I could do an ollie, but I couldn't do anything else.
Don't
right.
know what ollie is.
you don't know what an ollie
It's a
is.
jump. So what do you mean the skateboard jump?
It sounds.
It's like when you kick the
My
air.
mum didn't let me do that. It was far too unsafe.
It's just that Jeeves picking him up with his skateboard attached to his feet.
So Jeeves driving the rolls in front of me,
So
a rope attached.
I thought I could do that thing. You know where you jump off the skateboard keeps moving forward over something and then land on it. I did that over a broom handle in my nan's garden.
A broom handle.
Yeah, I caught my feet on the broom handle and then fell backwards and smashed my head on the floor.
Right.
That must have been a concussion.
must have
Must have been, because I remember it was a fucking horrible whack. And then I must have had some, like,
Micro concussion.
when you've been hit before, when you're a kid or whatever.
No,
Don't they go on about bloody heading footballs gives you concussion and all
Mate,
that?
if you've
I know if you taken like a goal kick one, maybe
Yeah.
past the halfway line and give it a big head.
If you catch it fine and big head, they're all right. It's the ones where like you're pedaling back and you're trying to catch. They
trying to
ring
get
you.
that defensive.
Yeah,
header
they
on or
ring your
whatever.
bell. They
I
do
know,
ring your bell.
and then I've had a tree,
I've seen
tree
stars
branch
before.
fall on me when I was working.
Sounds fabricated, the story.
No, well, I chop down trees. Branches fall out the air
Yeah,
when
you're
people
the
chop them
worst
down.
fucking
Well, I didn't do it.
This one right above his head that just
I
goes,
didn't do it.
I don't think I've ever been in a situation.
I
like
didn't
that.
know the lad was chopping that branch off, and I was coming up the embankment.
That's an unsafe working environment.
Yeah, who
then.
was your supervisor?
Mm.
You were the
So-
supervisor, weren't you?
Well, you're
No.
not wearing a helmet.
I had a helmet on, but it still fucking hurt, like. So,
That's what his
How
neck's,
did it hurt through the helmet?
his neck's been
That
significantly
must have
shorter since
been a
that day.
massive
because the branch was about this thick.
Gee, that is a terrible.
Could have been
work,
dead.
innit? It
Could have been dead.
could have been dead.
It's the thing is though with tree surgery work or working around trees.
I love how they call it tree surgery, like it's dead important.
No, it's not
You know, like
important.
when cleaners call themselves
Scalpel.
like.
I could be really. I could be a real.
Scalpel, someone's patting his
We're gonna lose him. We're gonna lose him.
Someone's got the little fucking napkin on his forehead.
Please, can you make some sort of video
I
like
just
that?
need like wires going to the tree as
Yeah.
well, like a drip and stuff.
And then like
With
walk
sap
up
in
to-
it.
It's a small tree, and then you walk up to a larger tree and go, "Sorry, I'll tell you this, but we lost your son. He lives to grow another day."
But because people are climbing them and dropping branches out all the time, you have to go get them.
Exclusion zones.
No, but you have to go get them, or they'll just
You
pile
don't.
up, and
It's
then
not
you
like,
can't
get
put them
in
the
there,
chipper.
son. Get in there. Like these need retrieving now. Go.
He's he's nearly at the end now. See if you can get it before it falls, bastard.
No, but it's just the nature of the job. Things go wrong.
No, it's
don't they?
not.
Welcome
You
to
don't
the
walk
Tree Surgery
out.
podcast.
No, when people were writing health and safety
I bet
regs
you-
for
oh.
fucking tree surgery, they weren't like, branches falling on heads. It's the nature of the job.
No, but I bet
We're
you
never gonna stop
I bet
that.
you most tree surgeons have had one hit them.
Yeah, and then the most probably all admit if they were fucking worth the salt that, it was a fucking stupid mistake or someone did something wrong or there was some lemon like you on site.
No, it's just
Throwing branches around going, get in there, son.
no, because right, you can stand like
It's part of the job.
the regulations are
Splinter's part of the job.
like the regulations are written by people that have never done the job.
Oh, here we go.
Wait, no,
He's one
wait
of
there,
these.
because they tell you you've got to have a 30-meter exclusion zone from a chipper,
Yeah.
right? But how'd you feed a chipper from 30 meters?
Oi,
away?
motherfucker, you ever got a splinter in your eye?
From the other side, obviously. It's 30 metres from around the mouth.
Right.
Wow, is this what we're doing?
Yeah.
Is this actually what
So
we're doing?
how would you feed?
So you
the
feed
chicken?
it from not behind the mouth. You feed it to the bit that the bit that eats it, not the bit
Right.
that spits it out.
But the bit that spits it out, sometimes, in theory, you couldn't be 30 meters away from it.
yeah, because it's like a spray, like where it's gonna be, like 30 meters that way. Because in case you've got like a dock off nail or something that, right trackside tree could have grown around something big and metal. It could be encapsulated inside the trunk. You know what I mean? And then you throw it into that fucking thingy. We aren't doing this on the
It'll
podcast.
smash
but-
the blades
yeah,
anyway.
no, but and if
It
it
wouldn't
catches
come
it
out,
right,
it'll
it might
smash the
throw it
blades.
out.
But
I've been covered in dust before, and it's not pleasant. And must have.
Fucking think, batch. Jesus.
and they have like an 8-meter
It's
exclusion
live,
zone
it's
around the
state.
chainsaw.
Yeah, it makes sense. Chainsaws are fucking dangerous.
But you can't do the job then.
Well, no, you're not like you don't have.
No, no. I'm not about the
Everyone's
one guy holding the chainsaw.
I've got a vision of this chainsaw on the floor just going, and everyone's like 8 meters away from it. Like,
What do we do? What do we do?
Don't go in the exclusion
All
zone,
just
boys.
holding different ropes
gonna
to
be-
fucking lift it up. No,
gonna
what
be
I'm
a long
saying
night
is
tonight,
sometimes
boys.
if you put a gob in the tree, then you're doing your back cut. You need somebody to put pressure on the tree above your back to push it.
Yeah,
to
but then
make
they
sure
say
it goes.
use a rope system or something and keep your 8 meters exclusion.
But then the rope's not within 8 meters. If the rope slips and all the other shit, the rope.
Yeah, but if the rope slips, it chews on the chainsaw. It doesn't actually cut your arm off if you
No,
slip.
but it cuts the rope, and then the tree might fall the wrong way because there's no back pressure on it.
Well, then I don't, mate.
What
This is
I-
all situational, but I'm saying that either the rope gets the cut, and the guy cutting the tree should be able to see and assess the situation, and not run straight away from a tree, step to the side. Oh, you see that on the films, don't you?
We've done this before, haven't we?
I think so.
Avatar.
But anyway, Batch, look,
Hashtag
you're just not
Avatar.
looking at it laterally. You're looking at it like a
No,
moany
what
little
I'm
bitch.
what I'm looking at is that
Like a moany bitch.
you're looking at it from I sit in an office as a manager.
I don't sit in an office as a manager, mate. I'm out there on the front line with the people, man of the people.
He's a,
Right.
He's a king that fights alongside his men.
No, I'm not a manager. I don't know where you've got this from. Right.
That's your persona. Seem like a bit of a prick.
All right.
How did we get onto tree surgery?
Because Batch
heavy
is
into
bitter.
tree surgery.
Batch
I'm
is
not bitter at all. I'm not
Batch
even a
is
tree
bitter.
surgeon.
No, I mean, we're surrounded by chopped wood. We're surrounded by it. It's everywhere.
No tree.
And you've made it all.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's
good.
not.
You got your hand on one of the pieces.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the fine coaster, sir. And lives were at risk making that coaster. If there wasn't a rope system in place, people could have been dead. Because that's the shit we talk about.
Just artwork everywhere by me.
Right.
Anyway, shut the fuck up
How many
about
people
work.
almost died making that ashtray batch?
Conor McGregor. What the fuck is he playing at saying that he's coming to fight fucking, what's he called? Fight Frankie Edgar like he feels like he can just sashay in and fight whoever he wants
He
and
can't just sashay
claim.
in and
No,
fight
he
whoever
can't.
wants.
Why'd you go from being on his dick to off his dick? Like, I know that's the way to get him off, but why'd you do that?
Because he can.
What do you mean?
I can do whatever
He
he wants.
can't. He can't
can
just
say-
sashay in and fight Frank. I know he wants to save the card or whatever, but
Why can't he just sashay in and fight Frankie?
yeah, because he won't get the belt because Holloway's obviously the clear champ.
Right.
So what does he do? He beats Frankie and then he says, right, I've dismantled everyone. Like, I fought Holloway that many times ago. Took him to a decision. I know he does the whole on Instagram fucking Holloway's my boy and all. Like, I'm the dad and Holloway's the son and it's nice to see. Have you
He's
seen
saying
this
that, yeah, he's
post?
been doing that about Thingy as well, hasn't he?
Chloe
Junior, yeah. Like you say, I don't pay attention. I do
appreciate
read everything he posts, and
what I'm
I
saying
want to
is-
love him, but I just can't.
What I'm saying is, he can just sort of sashay onto a card if he wants.
He can't just come in and fight Frankie.
Why?
Like, he can, right? Logistically, he can, but he's got Calabib and fucking Ferguson there, ready to fight for the title that he's currently holding. That he hasn't fought. How many? There's a timer on someone's on a UFC group like fan page. It's like 400 and something days, 479 days or something. Yesterday it was since he defended or something like that.
No, since he won lightweight.
No, since he defended his last belt. I swear that's
He's
what
never
it is.
defended a belt.
No, right, and yeah, since he won it. Sorry. Yeah.
Right.
Since he.
That for the purity of the sport, you're correct. But he can just do what
I think
he wants.
what you're trying to say is he can, but he shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's a matter of shouldn't. He's got no principles. He don't give a fuck.
No.
But
No. He's training. He's chopping down trees under CDM regulations.
What is
He
he?
wants to fight.
he just
Or does he? I think he just said. I think he's turned into Mayweather. He just saying shit to get attention. I don't think he would just jump in and fight Frankie. He'd jump in and say it, and when Dana turns around and says, "Yeah, you can if you want to," there's going to be some reason that he doesn't do it. That he's saying it. I think he said it purely for attention. There's no way he comes in and does it.
I understand if he wants
Especially
to break
when
and
he
he's got
is
all this money.
Skeeted around Frankie on his way up to the title.
Do you not
Yeah.
think that
I'm
a
alright,
lot of
mate.
people that say they'll fight anyone anywhere and all that are full of shit though?
No, I think there are legit
no,
people like.
No, a lot of them. I'm not saying all of them, but I mean,
I think there probably are a lot who will say it just because they know that it's not going to happen and it makes them look good.
Yeah,
that probably does happen.
Like if
because
you.
I think the only legit one is Cowboy.
No, there's a couple.
There's a couple.
I can't think of any others off the top of my head, but
'Cause
I
two
do.
of the
I am
ones-
sure there's
Frankie's
a couple.
probably one of them.
Yeah,
himself.
that's right.
Two of the ones that get thrown around a lot, as much as I like them, are the Diaz brothers, but they're always holding out for money and not fighting all the time and saying, do you know what I mean? They're doing the same thing as Conor, but because they're fucking not as articulate about it and they've got a cult following, we don't argue about them. Nick Diaz hasn't fought for fucking 3 years. And a lot of the time he wasn't banned, it was just he didn't want to fight anybody to get back into the mix. He wanted super fights. He wanted to fight GSP for a title. He wanted to do this. He wanted to do that. The same with Nate. Nate won't fight at the minute
Unless
because he doesn't want to lose in case he loses.
That Conor
Because
rematch.
then he'll lose
That
the Conor
trilogy
mate.
fight, yeah.
So all he's doing is waiting for a big payday. But then we'll talk about them like the Stockton thugs. They'll do what they want. They'll do anyone. They'll fight anyone anywhere. But they won't. They never do. They've got a persona which I believe is a lot like them in real life. But they're fucking businessmen still. They're just not doing it to the level of Conor because he seems to have transcended the sport a little bit into being a proper public figure, and they're just on the cusp of it.
They've got grandfather rights, so it's like you don't talk ill of the Diaz brothers if you're a genuine MMA fan.
Yeah, I love the Diaz
a lot
brothers.
of people
but
talk shit on Conor, but I don't think if you're a genuine MMA fan, you're just not supposed to say.
you're not allowed to say anything about the Diaz brothers.
No.
But the truth of the matter is,
This is why Josh has gone quiet during this
because
conversation.
they do say I'll fight anyone anywhere. They'll call everyone a dickhead and like I mean you've got Nate Diaz squaring up to Brendan Schaub backstage and things, and like I mean let's be honest, Nate Diaz is a fucking rough guy, but he's not going to handle an ex-heavyweight even if he isn't training.
I think he was just upset with the way Brendan,
Yeah, I know, but
probably pissed as well. Like he's probably drunk.
yeah, no, and I get that.
He
But
likes a Corona, that boy.
what I'm saying is, I love the Diaz bros. They're great to watch fight, but they're just as business savvy as Conor. They're just not as mainstream as Conor, so they can't command the same money and the same attention. But they haven't fought for ages on purpose because they want money.
I know they held. Yeah, and you do raise a good point. And
GSP did it.
I know.
GSP walked away from the sport because he cleared out the division.
But everyone calls GSP on that where he thought he'd take Mike
Because
Bisping
he's
because
too
he thought it
nice.
was an easy fucking. No,
Because-
people do call him
yeah,
on it though.
because GSP's too nice.
I just feel like Conor just can't make these bold claims without
What doing them?
Yeah, but he
he's
could just
done
say,
everything
but
he
he just
said.
turn around and say I'm back now. Then
He's a troll. I think
Yeah, maybe.
he's become a troll of the sport because until he does something, he is just a troll of the sport. And Mayweather doing exactly the same thing.
Don't know
Unfortunately,
why
though,
your
he's done
mic's
everything
so
he said.
fucking quiet.
My
Baz.
mic?
Yeah, look when you speak. If you look at the board, it's like ridiculous.
So let's assess my levels.
Well, now you've got closer and started.
I told him I sat in front of
Do you know what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people
I
that
just
talk
get
a big game, but a lot of them don't follow it.
It's just upsetting to see Conor not back. I want to see him fight. That's all. I think.
You want to see him get beat?
No, I don't.
By fucking Colabib.
I
Want to see
would-
Colabib fuck him in the ass?
I would love to see that fight. That fight would be like. I mean, if that was on in Russia, I would. Implore to try and get
slightly
there.
consider maybe going to Russia,
Yeah.
then realising that you're English and you'd probably get stabbed.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Go over, watch Conor derail that hype train.
Well, how do people go Russia? They're English then, or do they just not go?
You just hide.
Did avoid it?
You don't go in groups when there's a big fucking event on. I think if you're just a random bloke walking around the city, you'd be all right.
I don't think the Americans realise that either. When they book a UFC in Russia, but they don't play football, so they've not seen the shit that goes down.
You don't think them?
It's a
Taliban
fucking horrible country. It's not a nice place.
Do you think
Shit goes down there.
I honestly still think that Conor's got a better chance than people think against Khabib
I think Khabib's a hype train.
because
Do you? 26 fight hype train.
I'm about halfway deep into Tony Ferguson's arsehole. With my
'cause
dick.
your man got tagged up by
Your man,
Johnson.
like he's my man.
Your man.
Right on.
Khabib's your boy.
You just like with vegetarians, you're just pinning all wrestlers into the same.
No, because he is Khabib's fucking main proponent on this.
No,
podcast.
I do like his style of fighting.
I don't dislike Khabib, by the way, but
I don't think it's been questioned enough.
Michael Johnson's not as good of a striker as Conor, and he hit him hard a few times.
And then got battered.
But he's not. But,
Barbosa caught him.
yeah, I know, and I think Conor, if in them situations, catches him more cleanly and puts him away.
Yeah, but does he catch him enough? Yeah, all right. So you think he'll catch him before he
I
takes him
think
down?
he'll catch him early while Conor's still got a lot more energy and a lot better footwork, and he'll catch him early and often and put him away before he gets a chance to drag him to the floor. Or maybe in the second round or something, like when he did with, well, it was the third, I think, but with, what's his name, Chad. Like, I think he might get taken down, but he won't lose it.
Yeah, but he won't
instantly.
lie in his guard like
No.
Chad did. He'll fucking... Some of them shots he caught Barbosa with
Mate,
were
he's a monster.
absolutely
He is a
ridiculous.
monster. I believe he's the
No,
truth.
it was pure filth.
I believe he's not a hype job, but I
That
think
boy's the truth right there.
I think he's got a hole in his game, in his striking, that Conor will exploit because Conor's movement's so good.
I think if Tony exposes a shitload of holes in his striking, then Conor's gonna.
That
go.
is the fight.
And
We
then
tried to
Conor's
travel
gonna go.
to Vegas to watch that fight because that was how upset was I in the fucking hotel room when that
he
got
didn't
called
speak
off.
for about 2 hours.
I was
Not
in the
joking.
toilet and I saw it come up on my phone, like the weigh-ins. So fucking went on it, was looking, was thinking, like they're about to. I think weigh-ins closed in like an hour and a half time or something.
Yeah.
And then news started leaking that Kalabib's been fucking. Was it spotted at Vegas hospital and he's not going to be able to weigh in. He's basically had to go on an IV drip and all this stuff, and it was like, fuck sake, man.
I think Conor would beat him, but I think Tony might. I think you need the right judges for the Tony fight though, because Tony could fuck him up off his back and he won't get any points.
I don't know. It depends. But the
Where's
Vegas,
the fight?
Vegas. Is it Vegas?
I don't know, but the judges never score the person on the bottom as winning, even if the person on the top's doing less damage. But Tony, with them elbows and shit he throws off his back, and like all the sub attempts he goes for.
I don't know. Did you see Save Northcutt fight?
Sub attempts aren't in MMA though, are they?
UFC 223.
Well, they should be.
They should be, yeah, but they're not. It's not. It's just.
It's
they're not
in
the
Brooklyn,
point
New
scoring
York.
system.
Oh, we're fucked.
Yeah,
We're
you're
just-
all sorts of fucked here, man.
What, and there's
yeah.
tickets available.
Absolutely
Yeah.
goose, because you're gonna have 3 half-Russian judges sat on
There's
there. as well.
tickets available. This is ridiculous.
Can we get some cage side and how much?
Fuck me, throw that in the UK. That'd fucking. Yeah, look here, front row, case side.
2. Who's not
Oh,
going?
$3.5 grand.
$3.5 grand.
Dollars.
mean,
It's $3,500. So knock a bit
It's
off
not
that.
even
boys.
at the
It's
garden.
It's looking more appealing.
3.5. Oh, and
There's
2.5.
nowhere near the
2.5
garden,
to
it's
sit
in
one
Brooklyn.
row back. Aaron, you can sit 2.5 right behind us.
I'm fine with that.
Just ask your dad to sort us out.
Yeah, sort us out.
Dad, you know that guy from the UFC that you know?
Yeah, it's in Brooklyn, so you're fucked. The fucking NY judges. They're wank, mate.
Yeah.
The worst.
Terrible.
Yeah, but you see Sage Northcutt fight. I reviewed.
Mate. Bit salty, isn't it?
How the fuck did I don't know. When I was
bad,
scoring it, I was trying, like, because I watched it after the fact and I didn't know who won, and I was thinking, fuck, he hasn't won this.
He's
Like,
the most padded.
I actually
protected
missed that
person
fight,
in
to
the
be fair,
UFC.
so I didn't-
do you watch Yancey and Donald?
Shit.
Yeah, I watched Yancey.
Yancey and Donald was sick. What a
Yeah,
fight!
then
Didn't
when
see that.
Yancey, did you see Donald's post where Yancey, because they're friends, went out after the fight and hugged Donald's grandma as well?
Yeah.
But mate, no, he didn't just hug.
And all
her.
them fucking.
He did not just hug her. Did you see what he did? Proper smackers on the lips.
I think that's is that not an American thing? I don't know.
No, he tried to suck her false teeth out with.
That's
It was
like that
weird.
European
It
thing
was
that-
so weird.
That's Slav and Batch did on their European break.
What?
Oh, well, you were talking to those Dutch girls about the nightclub you were about to open.
Oh yeah.
He yeah. No, I fucking hell. Is it Jim Smith? Who's this
Jimmy
new guy?
Smith, the guy who sounds. Oh my god! If there's any, no one is getting this reference, but if there's any people that do, Jimmy Smith is a new commentator for the UFC, and he's come over from Bellator. He's a former mixed martial artist. And have you seen the animated film of Hercules?
Yes.
Yes. He sounds like fucking Hades, played by James Woods.
Right, I'll
It's
have
the
to
same,
listen to
mate.
this.
Play it, please. It is the
Could
same
you
voice.
just pull up a picture of Jimmy Smith, because he looks like he could be Joe Rogan's long lost brother.
James Wood.
James Woods?
Hades.
Hey, oh, I'm not gonna be able to
It's
spell that.
Hades, I think. It's
Yeah.
dead simple. Yeah, just hit enter.
It's James Hades' voice, yeah, James Woods.
Right.
Right, just listen to this. It's fucking him. It's Jimmy Smith, and it was driving me mental.
I hope it comes through the speakers. It's not gonna come through the speakers. What are we missing? Oh yeah, we're missing 1 minute.
Shit, what's going on?
What are we missing?
Shit, there's a big fucking thing going down.
We need that. We need that little cat hanging on the washing line.
It's
for
causing
the
a
intermission.
ruckus. Honestly, Joshua has forgot to plug in the microphone.
It's the most ill-prepared podcast in the world.
Sort that mic out by the order of the Peaky fucking Blinders. He's
Here
done
it
it.
is, you can hear it. Yeah.
Right, here's Jimmy Smith. Or
No,
is
this
it-
is this is the fucking. What's
This isn't
called?
it. Just click on that.
The king of the gods! The ruler of Olympus! Hades!
Hiya, son.
No, this is it.
Before a harpy flies into it. Hey, you like the new do? I just jump in the shower and away I go. Couldn't do
Right,
that with the
no,
old
just
one, could I?
listen to Jimmy Smith.
Right, then just get Jimmy Smith on Joe Rogan
Has he been on Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
a couple of times in the last couple of years.
recently.
He was on the last Fight Companion.
Used to. Balls deep in Joe Rogan.
Just so deep, so moist and so deep. His asshole's mine.
Jimmy Smith.
JRE there.
Yeah, we can't. Didn't
We're
we
Red
play
Link and we
this?
wanted to show you how we created
Play it
our
for a
amazing
brief
new
second while
website.
it's off.
Fuck off. Skip the ad. Here he is.
Years ago. What were the options? I don't know. I think at one point
It is,
they
isn't
were
it?
thinking about
It's
using
exactly the same
Very
voice.
similar.
Spike MMA.
It doesn't sound anything like him.
Zeus. What is that? Candy or
No,
something?
Yeah,
it
it
does.
It is
Doesn't it?
spot on. I was
I've
listening
always
to it
been the
thinking,
king.
this guy has a voice from my childhood and I can't remember who it is.
Fuck you.
It does
Reddit.
sound
A
similar.
Twisted childhood.
Yeah, well, did you ever listen to see the Family Guy episodes with James Woods on it when he like takes over Peter's life?
Nope.
That's the same.
I can't
guy.
remember it. I've mostly seen it.
Yeah,
like,
it's the same guy, and it's
Right.
Jimmy fucking Smith.
Right.
It's been freaking me the fuck out.
And for people watching, this is that's not Joe. That's Jimmy.
But who knows?
I don't think they look too similar.
I don't think
But
they look similar at all. Just
They were there
bald.
like, oh,
You couldn't
it's
tell.
Cerrone's mum, and I was like, they said it on the fucking commentary, and I was like, fuck me, there's no one in their ear saying, and that's Cerrone's grandmother or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they seemed a bit. They don't talk as well in between. You know, when the camera's panning in and out of like
Yeah.
settings and stuff. Like you get like Dominic Cruz and that. You get like legit chat. You know, like if they were sitting in a living room or something, and they're just not talking about their week, but they're talking about like upcoming fights or you know just anything like
Just-
about the judges.
He should have never let go of Goldberg.
There was just no like. There was no. You didn't feel engaged. It was very sort of show-esque, and I was like, this
Not as well.
this doesn't feel right.
It's not
Yeah.
as well practiced, is it?
Like, even if you just had a fighter on there that like Cormier would just talk like genuine talk and have genuine reactions. Where Jimmy Smith, I guess he might be a bit on edge. You know, he's just coming to the, and I can't pass judgment. I mean, he's fucking commentating on the UFC.
I think Cormier will take Rogan's place when Rogan retires because Cormier will have stopped fighting by then.
Cormier has so much colour, doesn't he? Like
Dog
Rose. It's like,
Cormier is sick.
it's just like you enjoy listening to that. It makes the whole experience better. But
that's why I miss Goldberg and Rogan.
yeah.
And then when I go on watch Bellator now and Goldberg's announcing it, I get a bit giddy. I'm like, oh shit,
Our
that's
tale of the
Goldberg. Yeah.
You know what? I can't listen to him in an actual conversation though. I can only listen to him comment. The guy is the most self-important person I've fucking come across.
Self-important.
Yeah. Did you watch him on the MMA Hour?
No.
Mate, all he did was, this person paid me a compliment, and then this person said this about me, and everything was like that. Everyone, the amount of people that he lined up said, "Oh, Goldberg, you're the best in the fucking world."
Yeah, but he was a bit self-righteous in the way that the
Got rid of it,
UFC
was a
left
joke,
him,
really, wasn't it?
fucked him over in a way.
Just out
It
of the
just
blue,
got-
we were like,
it was
new
a,
owners
it was a
fuck him up.
50-minute. It was a 50-minute interview though. And
Imagine
like,
if they just sacked
wow.
Rogan at the same time, the uproar.
Mate, they lost like.
Imagine
Imagine the numbers now.
I don't know.
I think the numbers now are bad.
I think UFC survives.
They'd boycott it.
No, but I
sacking
think
him.
Honestly, if they sacked him and it wasn't made that Rogan left on his own and Rogan was in any way bitter about it, you'd probably have like millions of people just switching over to Bellator.
Well, it
'Cause
depends what
he's got a cult.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
got a
like
cult.
not all JRE fans are UFC fans, but pretty much all
All-
UFC fans are JRE fans. I think that's safe to say.
I think he's got a cult. Yeah, he just talk about someone and they just blow up like.
He's the king of his
And he
own little
he
world.
has the effect, doesn't he, of like running onto, like, I know.
Like he made that Cameron Haynes and
Yeah.
made certain people who
Yeah.
Joey. And
Yeah.
Fucking,
he made Joey Diaz, but I think he pushed for that. That was before. I think he pushed for that as a
yeah,
comedian.
but
didn't
Joey
he?
Diaz is fucking sick, but like, nobody knew who he was. And then
I think
he started coming on Rogan, and obviously he's good.
It's to do with genuine personalities, I think. Like, Rogan
Yeah.
had a genuine personality, and then people have just, not fell in love with it, but they've just, get
Yeah.
drawn into it.
Diaz is sick though.
Yeah, funny as fuck, man.
I can't wait for him in Yoel Romero.
That's going to be hilarious.
I think it's gonna be really difficult. Listen,
No,
No, because Yoel could speak English.
no, it's terrible.
I love all the Yoel fucking impressions. Right?
It's
It's
terrible.
the,
But
Yeah,
Diaz,
Let me kill your face, Luke. I
That-
love you.
all the memes that came
Yeah.
from that fight. That was like the most memed moment. Why is he so close and so like
On his lips, bro.
interacting?
Bro, on his
And
lips.
the way is the way that Luke's looking away, like where you
it's that Cuban flair, innit?
like when a fat girl will come onto your nightclub and your mate would give you that look, like, mate, get me the fuck out of it. Like, and Luke was giving that look right to the camera.
I think he didn't know where he was as
He was
well. It's
dazed and
unfair.
confused,
His
though.
Exactly,
His face
yeah.
raped him because he didn't know he was coming and kissed him on the lips. His
Yeah, we
face
haven't
raped
had
him.
no Me Too movement about that, have we?
2018. If that was a female fight.
Hashtag me too.
Hashtag me too. Luke Rockhold.
I don't think you can touch me too. I don't
Fuck
think you
Harvey
can
Weinstein. I
touch
had this Cuban monster trying to fucking snog me.
it. He sat me up straight against the cage because that punch was fucking dirty.
Do you know what?
Gross.
If
Dirty.
if Yoel Romero wasn't a pro fighter, or even if he is a pro fighter, but if he was a pro wrestler, you'd have Joey Diaz as his fucking manager. Imagine Joey Diaz cutting promos for him, and
Yeah.
and then just Yoel knocking people dead, and then there's just angry Cuban promoter coming out screaming cocksuckers at people. It's genius. Why has no one done that?
Yoel is fucking.
Yoel should employ Diaz to do all his interviews.
Screaming at people. Check yourself before you fucking wreck yourself. Big dicks in your ass.
It's bad for your health. That's what you need. Imagine Yoel just knocks someone dead and then just stands there, stone-faced, no smile, no emotion, and then Diaz just goes off on the mic.
Runs into the cage.
Just-
chewing gum
just-
I don't
flying
think you're
out of his
allowed.
mouth.
Yeah.
You should no, because they have translators. So he just says, "I bring my own personal translator," and then Yoel whispers some Spanish in Diaz's ear, and then fucking Joey just goes off on one.
You know what he fucking said? He got that immigrant mentality.
That fucking immigrant mentality, dog. Like, just goes off. That'd be brilliant.
Immigrant mentality.
Listen, Michael Bisping, cocksucker. You're next. Like, you know what I mean?
You're next, motherfucker.
I do love that moment in the cage where Mike's up on the fucking commenting box and
Sticking his fingers up at
yeah,
him.
and he goes there, I love you, Mike.
It's like that. He's creeping
It's
back.
fucking
It's
scary.
great,
into
but
the
it's
seats.
great, but I'd love
He
to see
couldn't have
Diaz
been-
cut a promo for him.
Who does Mike Bisping fight then as his retirement?
Oh, I don't
Should
know.
be Machida. I
You think they're
they
giving him
both
to thingy,
retire.
aren't they?
Or Rashad.
They're giving Machida to what's
No,
his
Rashad
name?
don't want it.
In
Oh, because they're
Machida?
friends, innit?
Yeah.
And he said he don't want to fight him again now.
No, in Machida fight in Belfort.
That's a good retirement
they are.
fight. But
That's
I,
like we
I'd have
both retire after that one.
I'd have
No,
liked-
it's only Belfort who's announced he's retiring. After.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I'd
but
have
they
liked
should
to have
both retire.
seen.
The Dragon's foot.
He's soft, man.
Do you know what? Do you know what? They
So
should
soft.
get.
It's just a shame because he
Can't-
used to be such a beast.
Can't we just get the Dragon on TRT and send him to Dream or whatever it is now, Rising?
Rising,
just
yeah.
crane
Like,
kicking people.
Because just like I'd like to see TRT Vitor versus roided up Dragon in fucking Rising with the ropes with soccer kicks. Just go for like that's a
They've
retirement.
they've
fight.
surely not still got those soccer
Oh, of
kicks.
course
have
they
Christ, Jesus
It's in
Christ.
Japan, my friend. You could go over there and have a midget fight and fucking
so
horse.
Bad.
They
So
Oh,
do what they
bad.
want, don't they?
Honestly, they'll sanction anything.
Have you seen the sport that's
They're
actually-
sanctioning
no.
Gabby Garcia fighting girls that are fucking 90.
Have you seen the new sport in Japan though that's evidently going to take over MMA? The UFC's dead.
What? Go on.
Dead. It's mixed martial.
It's called
mixed
Takeshi's
martial arts.
Castle.
No, it's mixed martial arts. It's in a ring but not a cage, and it's weapons. And they are wearing full-on Iron
Oh,
Man
yeah,
suits.
Yeah, I've seen this. This is a legit thing.
Yeah, body
Yeah,
armor.
but no, it's only just becoming a legit
No,
thing.
medieval fighting,
No,
like
no,
the
it's not,
medieval
mate, no,
fighting
it's their
league.
specific suits, specific weapons, in soon to be able to buy them online
What?
for for
Got Iron Man armor, mate. These
$900
Japanese
or
people
something
aren't
like
fucking
that.
around.
I can't remember what it's called.
Well, that's the terrible story now, isn't it?
No, it's
I've seen this really fit Instagram model. She's like, she's got an ass. It's
like-
bodacious.
it's
I
like
can't remember her name though.
UWC or something like
What?
that. I can't remember now.
Japan. I'm like literally gonna make my Googling look even worse than it is.
Weapons fighting.
Weapon MMA or something like
Yeah.
that. Dun-dun-dun. No, it doesn't look like it's.
No, as you full of shit.
I'm not full of shit, mate. I've seen videos
Weapon
of it beating the shit out of people with little staffs
fighting Show.
and the long fucking what's his name out of Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja
Raphael?
Raphael. No,
No,
Raphael had the little thing.
Donatello
Donatello, yeah.
had the
We
stick.
used them, yeah.
Did Donatello have the stick?
Yeah, I think
Michelangelo had the nunchucks. Raphael had the size.
Mate, you
size.
fucked us over.
Leonardo
here.
had a sword.
Yeah, and Donatello had the stick.
You've well and truly fucked us.
By the way,
find it.
how did one of them have a sword, one of them have a knife, like two dagger things, but nobody ever got stabbed?
Because they were actually proponents of peace.
They were, bro. They were proper.
I know,
mellow.
but they were swinging swords
Raphael
at people and
wasn't
nobody
that
got
mellow
cut.
though. Raphael was. A bit-
Raphael had no chill.
He was proper aggro.
No,
Zero chill. He was
Zero
proper
chill.
extra.
Extra taster.
Yeah, you fucked us here. I remember this.
You have fucked
terrible
us, Az.
reference.
Shit reference.
What are we looking forward to then, apart from Calabi versus?
The big one,
Fergie.
innit, is fucking DC versus Stipe.
Yeah, DC's like obviously come out as the underdog, which we got highlighted to today. But I can see the why. I'm not. I
He's
mean, is he
undefeated
worth?
heavyweight.
Is he worth a bet? I don't know. Is he going to
He's
be able
worth
to out
money.
wrestle Stipe?
Yes.
You reckon he'll take Stipe down and do work? We land punches and win rounds.
He's one of the best wrestlers ever in the sport.
Yeah. No, I'm not like. Obviously, I'm not denying that. I'm just thinking, where's he stand in the grand scheme of things?
I think, well, look, I think Stipe could win. I think DC could win. But I think DC's worth a little bit of money as a fucking 2.5 to 1 underdog.
Is it 2.5 to 1?
Yeah.
Gee.
Andy sent us that link and he'd put a tenner on it and was getting 25 quid return.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. I
So,
didn't look too closely.
I think it's worth fucking 10 or 20 quid at 2.5 to 1. Personally.
Who you
I
got?
think he's
Me,
same as last time. But by the way, do you remember when me and you both called?
Same as last time. What?
When we last made picks on the podcast, it was Ngannou Miocic. Me and you both said he was going to get fucked in the ass. It's bad for your health.
Nobody,
Got it
no.
perfect.
Well, some people at work did not believe me at
we
all.
We sent for Ngannou.
Yeah.
We sent for him.
I'm going to have
And now
Stipe
now it's just like a massive fucking joke that, oh, you ain't got any wrestling bullshit, but we all knew that.
No, only me and you. But even Batch was convinced.
Batch is a fucking shill.
Actually,
Batch is an MMA
I wouldn't make a
shill.
pick.
You can't deny it.
Shill.
I wouldn't
Son
make a
Got that
pick.
shit. You know,
I
you
said
said
he
you
could
hope. You said you hope for the division that he smokes him.
Yeah.
because it would have been good.
Yeah, Stipe hates you. He told me.
It's just about fighting fires, man.
Fighting
Yeah.
fires and you're shitting on him.
I don't know how they can't make a star out of that man.
They can. They just don't want to invest the time and the money.
I think they struggle because the guy really can't.
Could they
talk.
get Joey Diaz to talk for him as well?
Yeah.
Like immigrant mentality.
I don't think he needs to talk though. He does the business, and he does talk like, you know what I mean. You can interview him. He just doesn't. He's not around.
He was good
hyping
on
his-
Rogan.
Yeah, he's not hyping himself.
No,
and shit.
he wasn't. He wasn't. And he was good because Rogan got it out of him. But the guy cannot get his words out at all. And it's very, very rare that someone who can get people's attention over a microphone is that successful. There's not very few people who've ever done it.
It's the same in pro wrestling, but the only exception I can think of is
Brock
fucking Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Because he's had a manager his whole career.
Who
That
types him up.
Paul Heyman, who's one of the best speakers that's ever been in the business. So he made fucking Brock Lesnar.
He's next, by the way. On
Do you
on
like, you know,
Hollywood's
when you're
rate
with
list.
your missus or something? Do you like take every conversation back to wrestling somehow?
No, but we're talking
But
about
this is
managers.
like this one time on wrestling.
We're
where
talking about managers and people
This one
speaking.
time at WWE.
she lies down back like, oh, take me right here now, Batch. Well, you're in this position like this one time.
Let me show you a figure four.
just so you know, babe. Right now, I could get you in a cripple crossface.
That killed someone's kids.
What?
The cripple crossface.
Chris Benoit.
Oh shit. Dark.
Dark. We went to a dark place. Turn the lights on, Josh, quick.
Wait, what does that look like on camera?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I've just.
Can you see a thing?
Can you see a
We
thing?
went dark.
Oh, we don't know. It's
I don't know where
it's
it-
got like that.
We're on a lag.
We're on a lag. We are.
Are any of you playing Fortnite?
That's creepy.
No.
Yeah, it's alright.
Not playing anything at the moment.
No, you've been just living that dad life, aren't you?
Dad life and playing the Gaines game.
Gains
Playing the
game.
Gaines game since Pete's been talking so much shit on me and sending for me.
He is sending for you.
He is sending for me.
Well, yeah, this has been
Another issue of the Ebichated
ebishated. The vegetated apes.
Vegetated ape.
Well, we're getting abuse, aren't we?
We've got a gorilla as a logo and they don't eat meat, so fuck you all.
We're getting pure. Well, no, not we. I'm getting a lot of fucking
Pure
abuse.
flack from the
I've
veggies.
I've had fallouts with my veggie missus over this.
I
This podcast is causing me so much.
can't imagine why, Aaron. I mean, you are very neutral on the whole thing.
I am.
Yeah.
We're plant-based
I-
now.
I-
Plant-based
I just-
podcast.
I tell you what,
Should we start hashtagging plant-based
Can
podcast?
I take a quick 5-second opportunity to just apologise? To absolutely fucking nobody.
I didn't give you silence then, radio silence.
I thought you turned me off. That was
No,
like, wait a
no,
minute,
no.
I'm not allowed to apologise. To absolutely nobody.
Right.
The champ is here. Fuck veggies.
Just defend or vacate. Snap jitsu.
Hashtag save the field mouse, as I said on Facebook.
Ah. What
Right.
a world.
Peace. Stay humble. Do all the other shit. Remember we used to say stay humble. What happened to that?
Stay humble.
What? I like that. What happened to
Let's
that?
bring that back.
Like
Stay
it's
humble.
just gone into the ether.
we're not humble anymore. We've
No,
gone.
we've got, it's all gone to our heads.
Yeah, the fame's gone to our heads. We've gone to dizzy heights.
The dizzying heights of the #1 rated podcasting crew.
It's hard to keep grounded running such an infamous podcast.
Hated, rated, but never ignored. The Educated Apes podcast. We're out.
Do you think there's another fucking podcasting crew? Or do you think we're like literally?
If there is,
the
we're going to
only
send for
one?
them next week.
No one would fucking dare me. No one dares our turf, lad.
Yeah, it's been the Educated Apes podcast. Get us at www.educatedapes.com, Educated Apes on Twitter, educatedapes.com, one word on Instagram, and Educated Apes on Facebook. We are plant-based podcast, and we only we're full proponents of a
It's green,
plant-based
I don't
lifestyle.
fucking touch it.
Hashtag vegan life.
Hashtag vegan every month. Vegan. I can't do
Hashtag
it.
eat what you kill.
Ooh.
kill veggies.
Kill those carrots.